Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 4174. Today's date is July 25, 2026. It's been almost like a night at 10:52 p.m. All right. So basically, I'm at the rooftop and I'm kind of like holding an umbrella, and there is a kind of like a rain actually happening. It's a kind of like a very inconvenient, by the way, but still it's fine. Okay. Uh, Usually it's this thing now when I kind of like record the artifact. I wanted like basically like a okay, my default location to kind of like a record artifact is like like on the rooftop. Okay, like basically in the rooftop I kind of like a record artifact. This is kind of because one of my default thing. Okay, now basically when the rain actually happens, okay, I just cannot able to be record artifact. Why? Because the rain, and obviously how do I supposed to be record artifact on the rooftop while kind of like somebody just I will kind of like get bored and things. It just doesn't really make sense at all. Okay, yeah. And usually when such thing actually happen, I usually skip the artifact and things and that. But I believe that it's not really good thing to kind of like skip the artifact. Okay, yeah. Why am I kind of like so much kind of like crazy for artifact? Like okay, I realized something. Okay, right now I am in my prime age. Okay, prime age, and prime kind of like a something. Like I have kind of like basically this is what I'm trying to tell you is this thing. Right now I am at full throttle. I have a kind of like a lot of energy, also have a kind of like a lot of thought process. Okay, I don't know how I'm supposed to explain this thing. I'm saying is that na ki in the future I might not be that much kind of like somebody really good, or maybe what will gonna happen that ki like when I will get success. Okay, higher possible chances that I don't really get any kind of like a time to record artifact. And if I not really get any time to record artifact, or maybe like other stuff will gonna happen. Okay, and when other stuff actually happen, then like I don't know, it just I have kind of like intuition or things. Okay, it's not really that I will kind of quit artifact, definitely not. But the kind of like assembly, the momentum, like basically the intensity, the way that I'm recording artifact right now, I'm recording artifact twice in a day. Okay, yeah, this might not gonna happen when I get succeeded, because a lot of things will kind of like bother me a lot and stuff like that. Yeah. So yes, but still that's why I wanted to kind of like record as much as record artifact at the moment. Okay, when I will get succeeded, I don't know, like basically it is not really that I will not gonna record artifact. I will gonna record artifact, but I will record artifacts. Yeah, I will promise I will kind of like record artifact. But right now I wanted to utilize this time to kind of like yeah. All right. So what do I supposed to talk about this thing? Like I don't know. Like literally I don't really have any kind of like a topic to talk. Like basically I usually kind of like ask question to myself regarding about my ambitions and goals and things and that. But right now I'm holding an umbrella. Okay, one hand is actually holding umbrella, another hand is kind of like holding a mobile phone. I am kind of like walking at rooftop, and kind of like somebody's like a rain is kind of like pouring me. Okay. And also with the wind, and try to kind of like maintain the kind of like umbrella, and also my umbrella is very dinky, the handle is not really properly well. Okay, so there is a lot of kind of like only issues and things and that. Okay, all right. So why am I not asking question? Yeah, obviously the kind of like I right now I'm very inconvenient. Okay, yeah, like basically my entire body organ is kind of like occupied by doing some sort of work. So like basically right now I don't really have mind and thoughts and energy to kind of like things, nothing like that. Yeah, whatever. Let's just jump into the not jump into the question. I kind of like somebody I have kind of like something to say. Okay, what is actually that I have to be something to say? Okay, so basically, is this thing right now, um, in India, there is a kind of like a protest actually happening. By the way, protests actually end. Okay, like basically, whatever the kind of like assembly the request or whatever the kind of like not request or I don't know, mange. Okay, yeah. I don't really have any. Right now, I'm not really into in night. Right now, I'm not really into the mood to kind of like a record artifact. I don't know why. I just what I want is that I just wanted to walk with the umbrella and kind of like enjoy the rain instead of kind of like talking about this thing and that and that. Yeah, best thing for me to not to talk right now because right now I wanted to talk but I don't want to. Yeah, like sometimes I just like let it just enjoy. Like it's a kind of like a little bit rain. It's kind of like a bothering me a lot, but it also feel really good too. Okay, yeah. Like this kind of like a rain, I always like the rain. Yeah, but with the sun. Okay, yeah. Like basically, I like the rain, but I like the rain. One side is kind of like a rainy, and another side is a kind of like a sun is kind of like a blasting. Or maybe like after the rain, then sunlight is actually happening, and then everything is kind of like a pop up. Like every color, it kind of like a feel like that saturation level is actually increased with the contrast level too. I don't know why. Whatever. I just have to end here right now. All right. Is it? Isn't? Thank you.